All right, let's do a throwback on, on this bad boy right here, the Ripcord Flight. Honestly, this is going to be a short talk about this ball. This is another ball that I got off of Lewis. Thank you again, Lewis. I bought a lot of balls off of Lewis. But anyways, the Ripcord Flight, I can't really say anything about it. I got it off of Lewis, and I think I may have 3 games on it. Maybe 2. I'm not 100% sure. I bought a ball off of him, which I think it was, I want to say the Enzo. And I think he kind of gave me this one, or we traded something for this one. It's been a while. But anyways, I really haven't thrown this ball much. Like I said, maybe 2 games, maybe 3 games at the most. It's never went to league night with me. It was just, going bowling and took it. At the time when I got this, I either got the Enzo or something else that kind of sparked my interest in how it was reacting over this one. So I really never gave this ball a chance, which I probably should give it a chance. I should probably go throw it more. Then it may make the bag. It may not make the bag. So I can't really say anything good. Can't say anything really bad about this ball. I mean, a lot of people seem to like this ball. I know I like the Ripcord Velocity a lot. So maybe I should give this ball a chance to take it out, play with the surface a little bit, throw it some more, and see what happens. If you think I ought to take this ball and throw it a little more, please leave me a comment down below and tell me, hey, dummy, get that ball out on the lane and give it another shot. So, with that being said, I'm going to kind of put this ball in with the Pride, where it may see lane time, it may not see lane time. So I'm going to put it out there with the Pride. But, alright, let's keep moving forward and let's go to the next one. The Iron Forge. Now this Forge is in that top 3 that I was talking about, all-time favorite motive balls. I average over 200 with this ball. I think I've thrown it 30 some games and I'm still averaging over 200 with this ball. Great ball. It's a pearl, which makes it nice for like the house shots, especially when they start breaking down. Guys, this ball here, it is the #1 favorite ball that I will still continue to use by moto. Hands down, the Iron Forge, then the Velocity, and then the Enzo. Them are my 3 favorite balls as of right now by moto. Now, but you're like, Bob, what about your Ghost? You're big hype about the Ghost. The Ghost is my all-time favorite moto ball. It is above all these. So, with that being said, this is my #1, my top motive ball that I have had and thrown. Love this ball. Great motion out of it. Really smooth, really clean through the midsection. It's got that nice pop off of the spot. Really strong ball. Drives through the pins hard. It's just, I can't say enough about this ball. Girlfriend also has this one. She also has the Velocity too, which I forgot to mention. All 3 of these balls she loves. She does have the Obsession Tour, which I think she's kind of leaning to being her all-time favorite now over the Forge Flare, but time will tell. But She has all three. I have all three. She loves all three. I like 2 out of the 3. Don't get me wrong. Forged Flare, good ball. But it's like Lewis said, each ball is a tool. It's got to have its purpose. This ball is definitely going into the rotating category. For sure, it'll definitely be one of them balls with the velocities of winning out. Like this one will be more for like the Thursday night for a little bit heavier volume of oil. The velocity would be that ball that would make the Monday night league, that kind of thing. Amazing ball. Like I said, my number one favorite ball right now from Motive that I have. Other than my Ghost, the Ghost is the all-time favorite. Just a reminder. But this one here is my number one favorite ball from Motive as we speak. Enough said. Let's keep on going. Oh, Bob, what is this? Another Ghost? You're absolutely right. This is my pin down Japple Ghost. Now, everybody has their opinions on pin up, pin down. You know, pin up is going to be a little bit more stronger. Pin down is going to be a little bit longer, and you know, da 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 da. Everybody has their opinions. Me, on the other hand, the pin up Ghost that we first started with had that real nice arc shape to it. The pin down Ghost would go right through the freaking mids perfectly fine, and then it would just slam off the spot and hook. It would hook left quicker than you can blink. This ball definitely has the back end power that the pin up Ghost doesn't. I bought another Ghost, like I said, and what little story behind it was I put it away. Kept it in a box, you know, kept it in a bag. I put it away, you know, because I'm like, oh, when this Ghost wears out, you know, and I want to retire it, I got a new one I can, you know, drill. So, one day I was making a trip down to see Brett, because we were going down and getting a couple balls, and we were making a day out of it. So I'm like, I'm going to take the Ghost with me. I'm going to get it drilled. I'm like, forget it. I'm getting it drilled. I'll have one Ghost for my Monday night bag. I'll have a Ghost for my Thursday night bag, and then I don't have to pull them out, switch them in and out. Went and pulled this ball out of the box, and she was cracked and cracked. I'm like, oh my. I'm like, oh. Why? Out of all the balls I ever owned in my life, I've left them in the car in the summer. I've left them in the car in the winter. Never had one crack. Ever. Yeah, you can yell at me all you want. You're not supposed to leave them in the car. You're not supposed to leave them in the hot sun or the cold. I don't anymore. So you can't yell at me for that. They come in. But I did that for years when I first started bowling. You know, back in 2003 to... When did I quit bowling? 2012 or something like that? 2013 when I quit bowling for a while. I used to leave them in the car all year round. I didn't care. Like, they're just a bowling ball. Of course, granted, I only had a couple, but they were just a bowling ball. I didn't care. But I do now, because I see videos of people having cracks, so I make sure they come in, they get cleaned, they get put away. You know, like these ones that are not in my bag to go anywhere. They're on the shelf. They're on a ball cup, you know. They're on a ball cup. My buddy made ball cups. He has a 3D printer. So they're all sitting on a plastic shelf on a ball cup. But anyways, so I got a hold of Lewis, and he's like, you know, get a hold of this, either your pro shop or get a hold of Motive. So I got a hold of the pro shop guy that I deal with, Brett. Sent him pictures, sent him the serial number, and want to say thank you, Motive, for sending me a new one. They sent me this one. So I made that trip down to see Brett. Told him I want a strong layout. He went pinned down. And we went to an alley down by Allentown somewhere. I can't think of the lane we went to. Man, this thing just, I rolled it like, this thing ain't gonna hook. All of a sudden it went, gone. I'm like, whoa. Yeah. Insane. Now, the pin-up Ghost, I won't, like I said, I will not fill it and re-drill it. This one, the guy that, it's my pro shop now at my alley, he filled the thumb. So I'm like, I don't need the thumb, I want to throw two-handed. Filled it. Ball does fairly decent. This one, most likely, out of the other, the Storm Crutch, the Black Widow, this one is definitely going to my pro shop. Brett, you will see this one when I do make a trip down here. I will get this one filled and drilled with a 2LS layout because, like I said, I love my Ghost. Both of them, love them. The other one's pretty much retired. This one, this Ghost right here, I'm going to put that Ghost. It's going to go into the rotating bag. Just because of the fact that I do take this one to league once in a while. And actually, I think I have this one at 1500 grit, and then on a ball spinner, then I just put polish over it. One just change it up a little bit. But yeah, this one definitely is in the rotating ball list. Like I said, when I do make a trip down to the pro shop down there, I'm going to take it, have this one definitely filled and re-drilled for me. So you may see a video on this one again. But all right, let's keep moving forward here. All right. So, said my 3 favorite moto balls. This is number 3, the Super Enzo. There again, another ball I got off of Lewis. God, Lewis, making a killing off of me, buddy. Nah, just playing with you. Nice guy. Anyways, the Super Enzo. I know my buddy Rich has it, and he wants to sell it, and then he don't want to sell it, and he wants to keep it. I'm on that same brink with it now. I'm kind of like, I want to use it more, but I like the stuff that I'm throwing now a little better. So, Super Enzo, for me, this ball, if you want to have a benchmark, because I don't use a benchmark ball. If you want, for me, this is my benchmark ball. This ball is going to get me into what I want to get into. I can play straight with this ball, and I can move in with this ball, and I can move even further left with this ball. And it just, amazing ball. Now, the Supra, never had one. Super Enzo, definitely a fan of this ball. I've shot some decent scores with it. Most of these balls I've shot some decent scores with, other than the Legacy, the Pride. The Omega Crutch, I had like a 220 something with it. I mean, I had some good shots. I mean, like I said, I'm still learning a two-handed style. So, but this ball here, if I was going to have a benchmark ball, this is it. This ball here is 100% it. You know, like I said, if I need to play straighter, I can. If I need to move in or move way left, I can with this ball. It's a great ball. Like I said, this is my top 3 balls of motive, and this was in the 3rd spot. So the Super Enzo is going to go into the rotating ball category, because it is a ball that I do occasionally take to leagues time to time. So what can I say about it? I mean, to me, it's a good ball. I've had good success with it. It's been a ball that, you know, if I'm in the Zan or the Iron Forge or Velocity or Ghost or something and I'm struggling to figure out what's going on, I get into this ball and it kind of mellows things down for me. It gives me that chance to refocus, pull everything in, and this ball figures it out for me. I can throw it, you know, like I said, get a new perspective on how lanes are working, and I can watch the ball motion from this, and it'll then tell me, hey, you need to get at something a little weaker. You need to get something in a little stronger, you know, or you need to get into reactive, or you need to get into a hybrid or a pearl or a symmetric or asymmetric, you know, hybrid, pearl, or reactive. So this is kind of my baseline benchmark ball. And I apologize about the noise in the background. My birds are, you're being noisy over there, Motive and Storm. Yeah, I can hear you over there being noisy. Birds, they're as bad as kids. But anyways, yeah, this is one of my favorite motive balls. You know, it made the top 3 out of all the motive balls that I have, and as you've seen from this video, I got quite a few motive balls. So let's put this one away. I got 5 more to go, and then we're done with this video. I know you're probably like, he's rambling on. Probably am to you guys, but we're just gonna keep moving along. Excuse me. Here we go here. What Lewis used to call the daddy ball, the desert tank. This ball, I can honestly say I haven't thrown a whole lot since I had it. The one tournament I bowled in a year or 2 ago, they do a weekly tournament and the pattern stays the same for 2 weeks and then they change. After the first week, it was a real short pattern. I think our alley called it Swamp the Desert. So it was like 32 feet of wet and then it was dry the rest of the way. I bowled it with what I had and yeah, not fun. Watched Lewis's video on this and ordered a ball. Ordered it in, went and practiced with it one night, took it to that tournament the next week, and ended up winning that tournament with this ball. It was a good ball. I mean, I like the Desert Tank. It's one of the other balls that I was saying about that the way it's laid out, it was laid out for me, you know, one-handed. Like I said, my RPMs are higher, my speed's a little faster. So this ball basically acts like a plastic ball. Yes, granted, these balls don't have a lot of pop down lane. They have that nice little smooth arc. This one I could probably shoot 10 pins all day long and on bone dry lanes and it's not going to hook. Just for the fact that I'm throwing it two-handed, different revs. Great ball. I still love it. This, like I said, this may be one ball besides my Ghost and my Zen that I probably would never sell. Just for the fact I won a tournament with it, you know. And you never know when I may go back to one-handed, you know. Maybe down in the future when I get a little older, because I am pushing 40, so this bending over stuff, throwing two-hand may catch up to me quicker than I want. But yeah, so this ball definitely ain't going anywhere. It's definitely a ball that I look at when I know it's going to be a short pattern, when it's going to be a little drier. So this one's a contender. I'm going to have to put it in with between seeing lane time and not seeing lane time, because as of now, this ball hasn't seen the lanes in over a year, just for the fact that, you know, I got newer equipment, you know, but I still don't have a weaker ball, and this is that weaker ball. So I'm going to put the tank, the desert tank, in between may and may not see laying time. Let's move on. Got a few more to go. Let's get her done.